Bless him. What you got?
Intuitively eating today, starting off with my coffee, of course. I'm going to track my calories for you so you guys can see roughly where I'm at. Every day is obviously slightly different, and I don't track calories right now, so it's not going to be exact every single day, but just to give you a bit of context behind sort of like how I feel my body and what I do eat, I just wanted to give you some meals today that you can go away and do for yourself. Honestly, get me on a beach. It is so cold. Do you know what's worse? It's the wind. It's like the cold wind on your face in the morning. If that doesn't wake you up, I don't know what does. But I'm actually excited now. It's 2 weeks till holiday. So we're going to go home. I'm going to take you through a full day of eating. We're going to start off with my breakfast. I had a little oat PB cookie, which I'm going to insert here this morning just before my dog walk, because I feel like I wake up so hungry. He is literally the naughtiest dog in the world. Like, I wish I had this much energy in the morning. I do have a new coffee machine. However, I don't quite know how to use it just yet. So I'm going to use up what I have left of my other coffee capsules first. And then we're going to take you through just a full day. It's a work day for me. It's not an exciting day in terms of for me to vlog and show you a day in the life, but it will be a full day of eating for you guys. I might pop in maybe one of my workouts this week. So the skin has got so much better. Honestly, the skin has cleared up from just having good food. I have also been back on my teeth strips. Now, I get these from America. Everybody asks me how I get my teeth so white. I've never, ever, ever had them professionally whitened. And honestly, all I use, and all I have ever, ever, ever used in my lifetime, is the Crest whitening strip. So these are actually new. I just started using these recently. I do this every 1 to 2 years, honestly. One treatment every 1 to 2 years, and it makes your teeth so white. I drink coffee, I don't use straws, and you know, that does stain your teeth, but it doesn't stain my teeth because I use these. Now, I am meant to do this for an hour and apply this for an hour a day. 19 treatments, so this is meant to be for 19 days. However, I started using them, and it's just like, I just did a couple. I did probably like 15, and I forgot to do the last couple. So I do have about probably 7 days worth in here that I haven't done yet. So I'm going to go back to doing these, finish off these before holiday, so my teeth are even more shiny white. Not that they need to be, because they already are very white, I know, but because I bought this pack, I'm all good. And then next year when I go, oh no, this year in summer when I go back to America, I'm going to be buying some more packs so I can do another cycle for next year.
Take it away, feeling too good to me. Chilling all day, all in your space is where I wanna be. Here in this room, what did you do? I just can't get enough. Too caught up in your love. I've been trying to forget, but you won't let me. Something in my brain on you. I've been thinking of myself, asking for help, but nothing seems to work on you. Yeah, you always make me feel like, oh yeah, you never leave my thoughts, I know, yeah, you're the reason.
Guys, it's actually snowing outside. Wow, Milo, look at the snow. Time, what do you think? I don't think he knows what it is, but oh my god, it's so cold. So, I am going to have a wholemeal pita, and I'm going to stuff it with bacon medallions, which are these ones, and then I'm also going to add some baked beans to it. So, let's go. So a little hack for you guys, I use real olive oil, but in these spray bottles, because if you actually read the spray bottles, they are full of rubbish. So I put real olive oil, which is healthy fats, and I actually put it into a spray bottle so that I don't pour it onto my food, and it does reduce calories.
Something in my brain on you. I've been thinking of myself, asking for help, but nothing seems to work on you. Yeah.
So because I got back home yesterday from my dad's 70th birthday weekend away, I didn't have any meal prep, so that is why I've made this, because it's quick, it's convenient, doesn't take very long. And you'll notice about all of my meals, guys, when people say they don't have time to eat healthy or get in shape, my meals are so simple, so basic. They literally take no longer than 5-10 minutes, most of them, unless it's a day where I have a bit more time, like maybe a weekend or maybe one evening that I just free up more time. I actually do enjoy cooking. I know lots of people don't. Unfortunately, I don't really have the time for it right now, if I'm completely honest, because it's really, really busy with January, my new starters as well. We had 10 new ladies join the team last week, so it's been quite a busy week. Getting them all sorted, having catch-up calls with my clients for January for like their New Year goals. So time is something I really don't have, and that's why it's really good to have quick, convenient options, really high in protein. If you were to stick to any diet, my one bit of advice is to find the foods that you love and just make them healthier. So for example, if you love a fry-up, make a fry-up, but just make a healthier fry-up. Like I basically made a fry-up in a pita bread, and you can obviously put bagels, like whatever you want. I just like to mix it up a little bit. So I think pita breads, bagels, there's so much fibre in here, which if you're dieting helps keep you fuller for longer. There's fibre in the baked beans. There's fibre in the pita bread because it's a whole meal one rather than just a white pita bread. So there's so many little ways you can like tweak a meal to make it slightly healthier and to make it align a bit more with your goals. Now, obviously you saw the calories for this meal, under 500 calories for a really nice healthy meal. This will keep me full for quite a long time because of the fibre. Yes, it doesn't have vegetables in, but I'm going to make sure I have loads and loads of veggies in my dinner and later on, which you guys will see. And then so that you don't get bored, maybe tomorrow you have like Cajun chicken with some salad in here. So I do think pita breads are good. There's only like 24 grams of carbs per pita bread, which is actually low carb. So I will be having this, and I'll be having more food because obviously my calories are a heck of a lot higher. However, if I was dieting, this would be quite a filling meal and this would be something that I would have, but obviously I need more calories. I don't have like high days, low days. I personally just like to keep my food the same every single day. So on my rest days, I'm still fueling my body. I don't eat less because it's my rest day. I eat the exact same amount, but again, it's what works for you. When I was doing my photo shoot, I had lower calories on my rest days and more on my training days, but that's because my calories were quite low. But now when my calories are high, I'm just having like high days every single day to make sure that I'm fueled enough. And you know what? Today I'm going to track my calories for you so you guys can see roughly where I'm at. Every day is obviously slightly different, and I don't track calories right now, so it's not going to be exact every single day, but just to give you a bit of context behind sort of like how I feel my body and what I do eat, I just wanted to give you some meals today that you can go away and do for yourself. Walk the dog now. It's still snowing, but I need to go walk the dog. Had a really good solid work block for the last few hours, and then I got a group call with my clients this evening, so I need to try and go and squeeze in the gym in between that and dinner, which I'll obviously show you. So I haven't eaten anything since my little it was kind of my dessert because I was playing catch up for my calories. So that was my yogurt bowl, which I have every single day without fail. I go through so much Greek yogurt, it's actually ridiculous, and I usually do half a pot. So because the pot is what, 450 grams, half a pot is about 225-ish. So that's how I make sure that even without tracking calories, I'm having the right amount, because I know how much protein would be in that half a pot, and I can see that it's a half a pot. So that is why I didn't weigh that out. However, if I was tracking calories, of course, I'd be weighing it out to the gram. But just to share with you how I kind of intuitively know that I'm having enough protein and how I can still add it up across the day and make sure that I'm having enough, which is the most important thing for me right now, trying to build lean muscle tissue. So that is the hardest thing, I think, is trying to train for two different goals. I have got a bit of performance goal, and then I've also got another little goal, which is obviously to build a little bit of lean muscle tissue. So those two goals are kind of trying to weigh those up at the moment. just an hour more work, and then I'm gonna have my pre-workout snack. So before your workouts, you want to have low fat because it slows down the absorption of carbs. You want to have low fiber, and you want to make sure that you are super duper hydrated, and maybe a little bit of salt in there if you can to help muscular contractions. That is predominantly how I base my pre-workout meals. They do look slightly different, whether that's rice cakes, peanut butter, banana, with a bit of protein powder that I mix into a paste and drizzle that on top, which I have quite a lot, you guys have probably seen.
Oh. Milo, what are you doing? Look at his nose. He's playing football with himself, bless him. What you got?
That is my workout in the bag. Now, I didn't get to film any because the gym was so busy. I went at peak time, but I did a good push day. I integrated my push and the pull together, so I'm going to rest tomorrow. I did rest yesterday, and I am resting again tomorrow, but that's only because of the days that it falls on. I don't want to train any more than 5 sessions. I feel that's my prime, and any more than that I'm doing too much. So I've got rest day tomorrow is Tuesday, Wednesday Hyrox fitness class, Thursday is going to be a lower body quad focus because I did glutes on Saturday, and then I'm going to do Friday Hyrox with my friend, and then Saturday Hyrox full run through with my sister. So Sunday is well and truly going to need to be a rest day. Now, it's not ideally how I like to train. Like, I don't want to do Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday in a row. Usually I don't like to do any more than 3, just because I feel like by the 3rd, 4th, I'm starting to dip a little bit. So I might have to do a lighter session with my friend on Friday, because then I got a big session on Saturday. So it's all about, you know, the jigsaw puzzle in your week and trying to like pencil it all in, but without it being too much. And it's hard because I love it, and like I don't want to cancel any of my sessions, but at the same time I have to be quite logical and say that, right, tomorrow it's going to have to be a rest day. I did rest yesterday. I am resting tomorrow. I don't feel like I really need it, but because of the 4 consecutive days in a row, any more than that would be too much. So sometimes you have to do that. Like, you have a plan, but it's flexible in terms of your schedule. Sometimes you have to like move things around. We're meant to do Hyrox today, me and my sister, but we ended up moving it to Saturday because she wanted to do CrossFit, which is absolutely fine. But sometimes you just have to, you know, merge your schedule sessions together and move them around and all kinds of things. And that is okay to do that sometimes, as long as you get them done across the week and you're recovering enough, you're listening to your body. If I really had to take another rest day on Thursday, depending on how I find the first Hyrox class, then I will. But to be fair, I am just going to make sure I'm sleeping good, eating well, and with that being said, it's dinner time, so let's go. Delts are finito. I did a good old pull and push day. So I'm going to have some Nando's chicken, a whole pack of jasmine rice, because I'm a bit behind on my calories today. Just had my food cool, which was amazing. I don't normally, again, have dinner at 9 PM. I wouldn't recommend having dinner at 9 PM for digestion reasons, but some days, you know, that's just what you gotta do. 2 mins, bish bash bosh. The best part about running is I smashed so many steps by just doing that 2K. So I've actually done 13,500 steps today, which, to be fair, is quite a high day. I'm not quite sure how. I think it's because I was running around in the snow, chasing Milo, and before I know it, I was like, wow, I've done loads of steps. So I nearly hit my 10K before even going to the gym, and that was just me having 2 walks today, so like 5K and 5K. So break up your steps how you wish, how you want to, but running is great because it just means that steps go a heck of a lot quicker. And I was just running around the field playing ball with him, so I think that's why they went quicker. So I'm having it's Nando's chicken with like veggies, peppers, jasmine rice, spinach. You probably see me make this a lot. Again, we are doing the quick 5-10 minute meals, okay? I do not have time to be cooking and slaving away. So that is what we're going to make. Fresh bag of spinach. I do think the reason why I use spinach all the time is actually just because there is no cooking required and it's so easy and quick. So adding on half a plate. I need to now reheat the chicken because the chicken is already done in the pan, but it needs heating up again because it's it's already cooked. So, chicken. I don't really know if I'm going to like this. I think it's a little bit spicy. Oh, that's disgusting, bro. So you've got two options. You can use a Laughing Cow cheese wedge on here, or you can use some cheese. Now, when I'm trying to increase calories, I'm using full fat cheese. When I'm trying to decrease calories, I'm using like a Laughing Cow cheese square, because again, portioned out for you. Again, not sure exactly how much is in here, but I'm gonna put this on first because then I'm gonna put the, oh, you can't even see what I'm doing. I'm gonna put this on first because then I'm going to put the chicken on top so it kind of melts in. So I'm going to do some cheese, don't know how much yet, probably a little bit more than that because I'm playing catch up because I kind of missed breakfast. So I'm playing a little bit catch up with my calories. Optimally, I would have broken this up into 2 meals, but it's been a busy day and I'm sharing a realistic what I eat in a day, and sometimes this is what my days look like, to be completely honest with you. Still really wholesome, but just not quite how we planned. Then the chicken's going on. I don't really want the sauce. This is Nando's chicken. Danny, is this medium or hot Nando's?
Medium, it wasn't, there's too much chicken, so I put barbecue with it as well.
Ugh. That means it's going to be spicy. That's my dinner. I can't enjoy this very much because my nose is running. There's Nando's medium sauce on this chicken. I can't deal with spice. I'm a chicken korma kind of girl. I literally cannot deal with the spice. This is blowing my head off, and I'd like to say it's enjoyable, but I think the spice has pushed it beyond enjoyable for me. I actually have realised that as I've got older, my taste buds have changed a little bit. I don't know about you guys, but get down, Milo. He's actually just eating a bit of chicken too, which is going to blow his head off, which he shouldn't have done. It serves him right for jumping up. I discovered olives. I never used to like olives, but I love olives. You know, the best ones are probably the Nando's olives, but the ones stuffed with garlic. Comment down below if you're all the same, but I used to hate olives. I used to pick them out of everything, and I used to hate certain things like beetroot, olives. They're things I actually love. Oh my god, the washing machine. Olives are quite high fat. If I was trying to lose body fat, I generally wouldn't be having many olives, if I'm honest. Although, yes, healthy fats, they still add up. So I wouldn't be wasting my calories on olives unless I was trying to build my calories. I just remember building muscle was eating enough and having enough time to eat enough, literally. When I'm losing body fat, I'm like, oh, when's my next meal? I'm like clock watching. And when I'm trying to build calories up, make sure I'm eating enough so I'm fueled and I'm strong and I'm recovering from my training I'm doing. Like, generally sometimes it's a bit of a slog. Predominantly for my training I obviously want more carbs, but the foods I like generally are higher in fat, right? I love olives, avocado, smoked salmon, and everything that I like is high fat. Tomorrow I might have salmon, so I'm trying to eat a bit more fish. I eat a lot of chicken. You'll see I eat a lot of chicken. Mostly because you can chop it up into little chunks and cook it in a frying pan in 5 minutes. That's why I like chicken. Whereas salmon and fish, you've got to like put it in the oven for 20 minutes. And you have to remember that everybody's body is slightly different. I'm noticing now that because I'm carrying a bit more muscle than I ever used to a couple of years back, I am really noticing that I can eat a lot more. And because my training is a lot more intense, I'm noticing I can eat a lot more, and it's not really going anywhere, you know, in terms of I'm just still looking lean even though I'm eating so much. And that's not something that I know most people struggle with, but I just want to be realistic and be honest that when I started my journey, depending on where you are in your journey, I could not eat this much. I didn't have the muscle mass, I didn't have the knowledge with my training to know how to even build the muscle, right, when I first started, and I definitely was that need to diet 24/7 person. So it's taken me time to build my calories up to where they are now. I made mistakes. I've done the whole slash your calories, I've done the whole bulk and eat crap, right? Have cheat days, you know, I've done all those things and found what works and what doesn't work. So now eating, you know, without tracking, it's very hard to know exactly, but roughly I would say about 2,650 to 800 a day, maintaining, my weight's maintaining, still weighing in every single day. That's something I'm still doing, regardless of not tracking calories. But I do have a good relationship with food, and I do eat very similar foods, as you can tell, and make sure primarily I'm looking at more protein. I'm looking at like hunger as well, and today, yes, did have to acknowledge that, okay, yes, Hale, you did skip breakfast, so you do need to have more meals or more calories in dinner. I wouldn't be having normally a whole pack of rice, but because I kind of essentially skipped breakfast without meaning to, I needed to make up the calories elsewhere, so I needed to like have the full fat cheese, the olives, you know, I needed to have those things in order to know that I was getting enough in. So I've had 3.5 litres actually, which again, habit is ingrained in me. I've been carrying these around since I was in America at uni. I had a big old gallon jug in America, and I've been drinking so much water for such a long time. This is so easy now. But yeah, monitoring other areas outside of tracking. So when you're on your journey, you need to remember, like, the end goal, the end destination isn't to track your calories forever. If that's something you want to do for a specific goal, that's fine. But what I always say to my clients is it's a tool that helps you get from A to B and learn more about your body, portion sizes. It's a surefire way to get fat loss, and I will always go back to that if that is my goal. I'm not going to wing a fat loss phase. I'm always going to go back to tracking because I know it's effective, it works, it's guaranteed, it's 100%, and it's also very predictable. You can predict how much you're going to lose in a certain amount of time, which if you have a goal date, it's a very good tool. So I know lots of people struggle with relationship with tracking or thinking, oh, it's such a chore, you know, it's so hard. I've literally just shown you how easy it is, and that's me going back through my days. And whilst yes, it's not to a T, like, I've still made sure I've tracked everything I've eaten, and you know what, it was so quick. Literally, I just went back in and tracked my whole day, which if you are tracking calories, be proactive, track it before you eat it. But just for the sake of today, to look at my rough, what I've had, I did go back in and I added all the individual things, and you'll see it literally didn't take me too long at all. So that is a recipe I've got saved, and I've added in the calories and macros for that, which is going to be kind of very similar to the ones I've just made because I'm making the same recipe essentially, just not weighing it to the gram. So there's certain things that as you shift away from tracking, if that is where you are at the moment, or you would like to one day not have to worry about tracking calories, the place where I'm at, then it's so possible and it's so achievable, and it's nice to sometimes check in and do the odd day of tracking just to see where your calories are at and to check that, you know, you're not low on anything. Anything that I can do to help you, like, please comment down below. If there's anything you struggle with nutritionally, training wise, like, I love this platform because it's a place I can share a little bit more, and I can kind of just share more in depth of things I do and eat and train and things like that to try to help you, because I wish there was kind of that for me on my journey when I started. I wish that somebody could help me let go of tracking one day and trust myself and be okay with that, because it did take me a bit of time. I was in uni for 4 years. I was tracking probably 3 out those 4 years, and I was regimented. However, problem was I was not really educated with my training, was definitely under eating, overtraining. I actually looked at a pre-workout meal from when I was in America playing football. Oh my god, like, I'll try and insert a clip of what it was. Knowing what I know now about nutrition, it was the worst pre-workout meal in the world. Spinach, nuts, it was high fats, low carb, because I thought carbs made you fat, even though I was an athlete training silly hours a day. And some, again, I thought that, like, meat was bad for you at that time, so it was corn mince. I wasn't vegetarian, but, like, I thought it was healthier to have corn. So it's just crazy, like, how your mind changes as you go through your journey. Like, now I realise I was so uneducated in uni, which, to be fair, why would I be? I didn't have a coach, no one had taught me until I got my first coach, and I started to learn a bit more. Now I understand the inside out. But when I started, I realise now that was the worst choice of pre-workout lunch or meal, and I must have been on such low calories. Like, it's scary. What you don't know, right? You don't know if you're doing something wrong until you learn that isn't the best way of doing things. So I wish I kind of didn't make the mistakes, but in a sense, you know, everybody does, and that's part of the journey. We've been trying to get to bed a bit earlier, so it's, what is the time? 10:15. And I'm finally, well, I do feel really tired, to be fair. I think it's just because I've just come back from being away, and it's been like a go kind of day. So we're going to get a nice little early night. I say early night, I'd like to probably be in bed like 15 minutes ago. Whatever your New Year goals are, I hope that you're sticking to them. You know, no one is perfect with their diet all the time. We booked Dominican Republic for 2 weeks' time, so that is Danny's birthday. What is he eating? I think he's eating, ugh, that stinks. I don't know what that is, but that's like a buffalo knuckle. I don't know, but it reeks. So that's why I'm working such crazy hours, so I can make that week like a nice relaxing week to spend with Danny and to have time with him as well, because I think like we are both so busy that sometimes we don't always get time to spend together. Oh, if you could smell through the camera. My mummy is going to be looking after Milo when we're away, and then he's with a dog sitter for a couple of days as well. It's just so hard. Like, you can't be spontaneous now and just book holidays on the fly like we used to be. Like, I'm quite a spontaneous person. I like to just spontaneously book somewhere and like go on an adventure. And I can do that with my job. Like, I can take my work with me anywhere in the world. And I did literally say to Danny, like, let's go away. And then I was like, shit. The reason why I haven't actually got you a Christmas present is because I have no one to look after the dog. My best friend is getting married in Australia next November, and then she's coming to my wedding as my maid of honour in July, so got quite a few exciting trips for this year lined up, plus my pre-honeymoon in Florida in June. So a couple of little trips in the pipeline. I will be still training on this trip because there is a really cool gym, and I know I'm really sad, but when I was looking at the hotels, I definitely did look at the gyms and compare the gyms and pick the one that also had the better gym. So it's the next day, but I wanted to share with you how I use leftovers and how this really helps me with my nutrition, keep me in shape, and plus another busy day in the books today and how easy it is. So this is the leftover chicken. Oh, hello. Leftover Nando's chicken from yesterday. So instead of me using the bacon like I used yesterday, I'm just slazzing it up a little bit, and to be honest, I think I've overfilled this. It is going to have the same filling. It's going to have the beans, the cheese, the chicken, just without the bacon, and again it's still a lean meat, and again really easily stackable because you just weigh out the amount of chicken, the leftover chicken you want to put in here. Bring the leftovers, exact same quantities of baked beans in this pita bread for today. To be honest, I should have probably done the cheese first. Oh hell, you really balls this up. But this is how easy it is, guys, to hit your nutrition targets. It does not need to be complicated like I always bang on about. People say they don't have time. This is literally 1, 2, 3, 4 ingredients to track here. That really doesn't take you very long, and I'm probably not going to be able to even use all the beans in my pita because I've fully loaded. But I just wanted to share with you now the next day how I'm utilising what I had the previous day for today, but in a slightly different way. I mean, tell me that is not just delicious. Editing my YouTube clip and having leftovers. So I'm going to end the vlog here, guys. It is now obviously the next day and it's my rest day. Also had a leak on New Year, which was not ideal, so we got to get that fixed. Or the leak's fixed, but we just got a big old hole in our ceiling now. But anyway, I haven't updated you with my sofa. Nothing really exciting to update you with. However, we did have to buy a new sofa because, as you know, Milo ate and chewed my sofa, which is why we've got a new one. But that was a 30th birthday gift from my sister, which was very, very kind of her. So yeah, we got a new sofa, which is exciting. But anyway, I'm gonna go and finish my work now. Next time I see you guys will probably be at Dominican Republic for my holiday. I might do like a eating training kind of vlog. So comment down below what you guys want to see. But that was 2 weeks time, so that will probably be my next one. And I'm really loving doing YouTubes at the moment, guys, by the way. Like, I generally love doing these for you guys. I wanted a platform where I could share a little bit more. Like Instagram, you can't really share too much. That's my main business page for my coaching. However, YouTube is a bit more of a longer form platform where I can share a little bit more in depth of what I do, how I make this healthy lifestyle, how I fuel my body, how I feel really, really good on a daily basis. Of course, there's highs and lows. Like, I will always be brutally honest and share with you my lows as well. At the moment, things are good, but of course, throughout the year, there's going to be low, hard times too, just like everybody else. I still struggle with motivation. I still struggle with the seasons. I massively struggle with the cold weather, hence why I booked a holiday in winter, because I feel very differently in winter. I really, really do. And I think, you know, that seasonal, I don't know what it's called, but there is something in seasons where people do feel a little bit more down, and I definitely do feel that. I do. But I do use like the exercise as my outlet. Obviously my stress relief, eating better makes me feel better. So I do these things on a daily basis generally to make me feel better. I'm not doing it for anybody else but myself. And it does make me feel good, and I hope that it makes you feel better in yourself and your body as well. But anyway, I just want to say thank you so much for all your support. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you did find this helpful. Actually do appreciate all of you who have liked and subscribed my channel. I hope that I am sharing things that are helping you, and even if I can help one of you, you know, I'm happy, and help you on your journey too. Anyway, I'll catch up with you guys very shortly. If you haven't done so already, head over to my Instagram, where I probably will post a little bit more of my holiday as well. So catch you guys soon. Bye.